Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer, and we are returning to Master of Command, of course. Last time around, we did finally hire a Grenadier officer. I did rearrange this slightly so that these Freikorps Musketeers are now under Franche-Metau. Speaking of, we do have two guys here, so I'm going to accepting names for Frederick Kruger here because that's a bit too misleading here. Right, so I did want to go into Coldburg and do a couple of things and buy a couple of things and sell a couple. So, I don't think I did anything off screen here, just a minor tiny rearrangement so that the accuracy here is as close to 125 as possible. But a couple of more things that we can do is because we've now got this coffee. I think on the Prussian veteran musketeers here, these guys do have fairly good accuracy. So we're going to change that around the pipe for the coffee so that you are now also shooting at 23 seconds at this fantastic range. So that's going to be nice. And then you guys, I don't think you need the stamina, so you're also going to get the coffee. I think means that the entire line brigade now is just on coffee. So kind of like. The tobacco we're going to keep there because I think at some point we're going to give that to some of our artillery. Actually, this is fairly cheap, and these guys have the range. They've got sort of everything else, so you know what? You're going to get the pipes. You increase your accuracy a little bit more. You have fairly good accuracy now, so I really like it. Good. This stuff down here I think we can sell, and I think I want to. This stuff over here we're going to keep because that just might come in useful. And the canteens, you know, they're good, so I'm going to keep them for now, I suppose. What I really want to do, what I really want to get, though, is, you know what, sell all of this stuff, and that stuff we're going to keep. What I really do want to get, though, is the Potsdam, the excellent Potsdam musketeers, though. Muskets, rather. We're going to give them to these guys, of course. Because, yeah, let's just compare what they do. They do give us better accuracy, they do give us significantly better range, and a little bit more melee stuff. The melee stuff is not going to be that useful, but I think fine. You want to exchange you guys? I do like to have range on some of our guys here, so I think that's going to be okay. You can keep this stuff. You've got the basic ones. You know what? We're going to change that because you can and should be promoted fairly soon, and that way you already have the proper muskets here. Everyone else I think has basically what we need, so that's fine. I mean, yeah, you guys could be getting better stuff, but for now I think that's okay, and we can sell these things. The Schlawe getting better of these, I mean, they're excellent. 155. What have you guys got? You've got the ones, yeah, okay, you've got these. They don't really fire that fast. They're pretty low, slow to reload, but the range is excellent. And we are struggling a little bit against the Austrians here with the range on some of our units. So, I don't know what they are actually having. Probably the land pattern? Don't know. This sounds French. What sounds Austrian? The Delft, probably, right? They had good relations to the Netherlands. Tula? I don't know where that is. Right. Probably in Russia. And, no, I think the rest is fine. The land patterns here, they would be nice. How do they compare? Better? They've got fairly good accuracy, but the reload speed 20% slower. I don't think I like that. I mean, the range is good. Good-ish. Yeah, we don't need any of that stuff. We only have 400 left. That's a little bit than I would have loved. Because A, I would like to buy that. On the powder, though, I think I would like to buy the excellent buckshot. We've got normal buckshot. That provides 60 accuracy. This is 70. I think that's a fairly significant increase. So we're going to buy that. That's going to be alright. Yeah, and just straight out buy it. You guys are going to get it. That means we've got this stuff for the other musketeers. You've got good. 60? 45. What is that? Okay, that's buck and ball, and this is buckshot. Alright, do we want to put that on the dragoons? I would like to make you a little bit more deadly still. So we're gonna do that, and I think that's gonna be alright. This stuff we're gonna keep, all of that. I think the canteens we can sell. Just gives us a bit more money. We are gonna hire a few more people, but these are just gonna be sort of to fill the ranks. How many more do we need? 170 for that. Yeah, I think we can go with one more. Not the end of the word. Interesting. I didn't even notice that we lost some people there. Not gonna buy more than that. That means we're gonna run dry, but I think that's alright. We found out that desertions don't really happen once we are below 0. Right, so let's get down there. That's nasty that we've got the negative modifier there. Okay, everyone is fine though? Yeah, we're gonna run dry on that. But that's okay. We could get to that herd. We could have hired these people here, actually. That would have been a bit cheaper, of course. There's fantastic stuff. I mean, I'm tempted to buy everything all the time, everywhere. And it is really, really nice. How much did that actually cost? So, it's around 100. Well, we don't have the money right now. Okay, let's not go window shopping here. We don't need to. It's a bit pointless. Right, let's instead try to grab some experience here from fighting both of these guys, I think in very short order. Right, 3 field artilleries, lots of line infantry, quite a bit of cavalry, relatively well-rounded force, but so much smaller than ours that I don't think they're gonna be doing too well. And I'm already thinking about how do we want to split up the loot. I don't think I want to take the men at least in the first battle, but maybe in the second. But you know what? Let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Right. I think they need to come to us. That's a fantastic position on that hill. Slightly diminished by the fact that they would have cover advancing in. And again, I don't want to take too many casualties. So... do we want to go on that hill? You know what? I think it's going to be fine to go on that hill. Right, so to do that, we're going to grab the line infantry. That should more or less cover that. The grenadiers. Move you guys up over here. Basically get these 2 guys on the flanks. I think that will be fantastic. Then of course the artillery right behind you. We're gonna get you on the hill. The light infantry. You guys are gonna hang back actually, except for these 2 guys who will need some more experience. Freikorps musketeers we're gonna try to squeeze on the hill too. And then the cavalry we're gonna keep on the left and potentially go for their arty. Because I think that's probably gonna be the biggest danger for us. Right, let's get everyone over there. Let's get these 2 guys over here at least, so that we've got some cover there. Grenadiers. You're fine. You're okay. And then of course the arty. Go on this. Right, yeah, that looks reasonable. You guys, I'm just gonna sort of build a pretend line there. That should be okay. Good. Oh, we can accelerate it a little bit. You know what? Go on an attack column here. Freikorps Jägers. Try to get a little bit advanced with you. Freikorps Musketeers. I would really love for you guys to have a little bit of an advantage there. Right, you guys are already set up. Good. Set you up properly. It's amazing to see the Freikorps artillery getting so many promotions there. Right. You're gonna try to break the enemy field artillery. I like that actually. Looks like you did kill a couple of these guys already. They're shooting at us too. I'm actually way too exposed with these Jaegers. If the cavalry would advance there, I would be almost beaten. Picking off, let's keep a couple of these guys in the back. You're just generally going to be there. You guys... let's try to move you up this hill, actually. Right, and you guys can be a bit more liney, I guess. Right, there we go. Yeah, I guess I might have gotten you in that forest, though. Might have been the better choice. Right, okay, you are attacking our cavalry. Let's try to get in the forest to get a bit of cover there. While our artillery is trying to kill theirs. Not being too successful in that, but well, I mean... One cannon is down. About a third of their men or so. Looks like we did kill a number of them. Well, we also got a couple of cuirassiers there. Okay, that would explain that. You guys all set up? Yeah, okay. Limber? Limber. Right. I like the shaking effect here. I should do more cinematic stuff, but... Yeah, I really like the horse artillery. It's nice to see them get into positions early. That I can say. Right, did take some casualties there on the Freikorps Hussars. We're taking a lot more casualties there, so... You know what? We're gonna go over here. And we're gonna run. They don't need to get too much experience. But I would love for them to not be killed. Interesting that they are sort of hunkering down here. Even though there was another good shot at their artillery. It is a bit nasty to see that they still got 4 batteries going, even though they lost most of their men. Well, I think that should do it for them. Alright, these two guys are still going to fire on their artillery. Just to break it, because I would really like for them to go on. Interesting, they had 2 brigades here. One of them got shattered. Well, they had 3. One of them got shattered. One of them was induced to retreat just because of our counterfire here. Okay, got that one too. So that's nice. Now they don't have any artillery, basically. And our artillery basically has a field day. Which does mean we're going to shoot their cavalry. Because I do think that's probably going to be the best target. Let's see how well these dragoons are going to take that. You know what? Fire around a little bit. Oh, you know what? Let's focus fire. Okay, we got a shot in there. Interesting to see that they seem to be switching to the right there. Okay, that might be because of these Fusiliers. Get them to be in a slightly better layout there. I guess these Grenadiers, we're going to move over here just so that they will be in that fight. I kind of like it and I kind of don't. Okay, that's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. Okay, their cavalry is going to charge in. Let's hit them in the side. Okay, they are retreating. Freikorps Grenadiers. Grenadiers can charge in. Charge in, charge in. How many Jaegers are we going to lose? We are losing quite a couple. I did notice that they were going to come under attack there. But I did want to have that fight anyway. To see how good our setup here was with the little protection there. Right. You guys run. You get into line formation. Basically beat back the cavalry. Okay, they are fighting there on this side. I don't suppose you need to be there. Okay, let's run over there. Russian lifeguards, you guys are doing your job there. That's fine, fantastic, good stuff. Gonna have you fight against them. Cuirassiers are already pretty winded. Yeah, you go ahead for that cavalry. That's okay. You know what? You can actually fight these Fusiliers, and then these Musketeers are going to have a better time doing this. Like Jägers, you can advance. Prussian Grenadiers, you can advance. Cuirassiers. How's the rest of our cavalry doing? All the way over here. Let's keep these guys thinking that they could potentially... you know what? You need to stop, actually. And start reloading. Because of these cuirassiers. I'd also just generally like to have you loaded up. Oh, these guys are coming back. Interesting. But they're not going to last a long time there. Get you guys in as a backup. And just generate all of our cavalry. Okay. These Fusiliers shouldn't be lasting too long, neither should the Cuirassiers. I very much think the Cuirassiers here are going to be in some trouble. As are these guys. We are reloading fast. Are we reloading fast enough to take care of these guys? Yes, very much so. Okay, that leaves you guys. Come on. Basically only that. Yeah, I didn't really pay too much attention over here. But let's try to get them. These also I don't think we need. Certainly these don't. These we don't. The Dragoons, I think that might be a bit more fun. Let's try to get over here. Yeah, and that should break them. Even with a normal shot. I was tempted to switch shots there, but I don't think they need to. Yeah, there we go. It didn't even need that. So that's fine. That's the first battle here. XP farming, basically. Right, what are we going to take? Let's see whether we get any good equipment. Oh yes, we do. Some good horses. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Yes, I like it. Right. We lost 500 men. Really not that many. So I don't think we need to press gang them. Ammunition is still fine. We might lose some, but you know what? We're going to take veterancy. Because we need an elite force going forward. Okay, some promotions there. That's lovely to see. I think all of these guys are pretty much out-promoted anyway. There's no promotion path left for you guys. There is for you. Freikorps Musketeers. Yes, 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 yes. 100 times yes. I'm just going to do this as a precaution every time. Right, so we've got the white Jägers, the black Jägers, the yellow Jägers, and we've got the red Jägers. That means you can now switch to the green. I'm also going to give you green uniforms. Wait a minute, did you have blue pants? That can't stand. You're going to have red pants. I know the point of the green uniform is to... Oh, wait a minute, that's a too light green. Very interesting. Apparently I did pick the lighter green for the color. That's gonna be alright. Good. Okay, that's fine. Get your stuff back. You are now at... Why are you so bad? Oh no, because you guys are the good ones. On 129. Yeah, okay, so you could actually go 3 lower. You guys, on the other hand, don't need the veterancy stuff anymore. It still would be useful to you. But I think we want to get closer to what everyone else is doing. I think that would be... Right, so let's keep that open for a second there. And see what else we can do. I would like to give you a little bit less. Reload plus 6. If we take that away from you... Yes, your accuracy is going to drop 2. That is going to drop too low. If we Change these guys. Under 23. I think that's okay if we give you the good tea. Got the reload thing. Does anyone else have the reload thingy? You do. Let's give you better accuracy instead. We can give you both. That's interesting. Accuracy. Reload. Reload plus 10 on Grenadiers. Let's rather give you the accuracy one. You get the reload. 7.3 seconds. That's unacceptably long in our army. Got the tea, right? Get you the coffee, that would be slightly faster. We'll also give you better move speed. Okay. Get you the coffee, and whoever just gave up the coffee gets the tea. 6.4 seconds. I like that more. Get that too. 5 seconds. Okay, just 10 more. Maybe not something that we can do right now. But I do like the lower ammo consumption. And getting you a little bit more veterancy I think will also be helpful just to level you up. Speaking of, we did take stuff away from you. So maybe give you better veterancy as well. Who else needs veteran? I think these Prussian musketeers would really benefit from a little bit more there. Let's give you this better stuff. You have a bit more of a disadvantage here, so we're going to switch that around. Veterancy, reload, move speed. Didn't we get good boots? Yeah, we did. Move speed. Who needs really good move speed in terms of infantry? I would wager you guys. Well, you're going to get more stamina. That's fine. Got the movement speed. You've got the slightly movement speed and stamina. That's okay. Could give that to artillery. Don't think we need to. So that leaves the veterancy game. It's a bit wasted on you. Stamina is wasted on you too, though. Filter this a little bit better. Just infantry, please. Not much, that much for you. Well, you know what? I think shoes are always useful on you, so let's do that. Speaking of shoes, you're gonna get this so that you're gonna level up even faster. Doing well with our stuff there. We could buy a couple of more of these things. That's fine. I think we're gonna keep that stuff. The veterancy is nice. I think on the Fusiliers maybe, right? You know what? Let's buy that. Put that on the Fusiliers. That should allow you to become... You've got quite a bit of way ahead of you. So I think we're going to switch that around at some point so that you're earning. Right. Got the money. Good stuff. Everyone gets ammo. We're going to go for the second army. Should be a fairly quick fight. They were running way off course already. Right. Bit of cavalry. These guys seem to have a howitzer, which does more damage, but has lower range. Grenadiers, musketeers, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna make that a quick fight so that we can fit it into this episode. And it's gonna be some sort of double battle. Yeah. We bravely fought the guys who were running away from us. To farm experience. Right, come on. I think I'm going to do something slightly similar because these armies are not too big. We're just going to form a single line here that has a somewhat protected field. Okay, I think we're going to go on the right there. That should be a-okay. Right, so, guys, you, all of the line infantry, go ahead. Get into attack column so that we're going to be there a little bit faster. Jägers, at least the two that matter to me because they need experience. Gonna move you up a little bit to the front there. Cavalry just gonna hang back over there. You guys gonna get on this hill, I suppose. That should be a-okay. And then the Grenadiers, we're gonna place you, I guess, all the way to the right. That should be okay. Good. That does leave us with a couple of units. You guys. our cavalry, and these two guys. We're just gonna wait this one out. Good. Right. Move. Run. Move. I don't want to move them behind there. Let's move them on the corner there. That's okay. Artillery, you guys... Did I pick? Okay, just the one. Okay, you guys all need to get on this hill. Okay. Our king can bravely hide in this forest. Cavalry, move up a little bit there. Accelerate time. Get these guys to limber. I'm always picking the wrong thing. Right, there we go. Briefly go slightly slower here. And actually target the field artillery. And I actually think I want to target these guys because they seem to be a little bit more dangerous to me. Okay, that's not good, because I did not get my guys here into a line formation quick enough. What I'm gonna do now. Should have done that before so that they're gonna take a little bit less damage. That's alright. Right, and I think this time for now, for once it's gonna be sort of a proper meeting engagement here. Just gonna keep these guys a little bit further to the back. Do all of our artillery units target someone? No, you don't actually. On the other hand, you've got quite a bit of experience actually. You know what? Let's move you guys up here. Oh, you've got round shot. Yeah, we need to upgrade our artillery slightly at some point. You know what? You guys are gonna go over here. Go canister. And these guys can actually sort of stay on that hill. Oh, you're not on the hill anymore. Well, we're gonna move you. It's gonna be alright. Good. And actually, the dragoons, for once, I'm gonna change that stuff over here and maybe hit them in their flank. We've got three cavalry units, so that's not nice. They're probably gonna charge into us at some point. So that being said, let's move you guys all up over here. And then you guys can actually move up over here to protect that group. And at some point we've got some grenadiers hanging out here. Move you out. Maybe except for the Freikorps. You can hang back a little bit. Again, experience. Right, the Hussars are a little bit too close here for my liking. And seeing how the cavalry is all over here on the left, let's make sure that we're arranging for that. Do we have someone over here? Just the Jaegers. Okay, maybe they're actually going to go for the Jaegers too, right? So this would be fun if they're going to charge here. Come on, move up, guys. We've got the canister shot. Bam, bam, bam. Ooh, look at that. That was nasty. Okay, most of our line here is now firing. Some of them are taking quite a couple of casualties, which is kind of to be expected. Okay, let's run up here. Let's get over here and let's get there quickly. Need to keep an eye on this cavalry. And probably I want to get the dragoons. That well. Dragoons should be able to shoot over these guys. Which means once they come into range, yeah, just shatter them like that. Right. Which means we can get these dragoons, run around here, and shoot them in the flank. Which probably means that they're not going to do that, but it does mean that we can potentially get a good thing going there. Right, and I think what I'm going to do here is get you guys potentially charge into them. The artillery is still going kind of strong. Right. Going on over here. And they were retreating. Freikorps Jägers, you're doing your job. Ooh, what's going on here? These grenadiers are charging into us. Let's see how well that works for them. Come on, Jägers, run out of there. Cuirassiers are going to meet them now. Bam. Musketeers run in too. Veteran Musketeers run in as well. Guys, charge. You guys all being beaten back. That's okay. You guys can actually stick around and maybe not charge in with our cavalry. We've got the Cossacks there. I guess we can break them, but you know what? This is one of these fights where we actually do, I think, want to gain a little bit of experience and farm that. Yeah, the Cossacks are going to die soon. Yeah. There we go. Nice little double battle. I think the last one just took under 4 minutes or something like that. So, yeah. Good. Probably took a little bit more casualties than we needed to, but I did want to get that fight going. Right, we actually have a couple of people here left that we could use to reinforce people. Grape shot? Interesting. That's not that great. Military good, that's nice. Cartridge boxes. And quartered musket balls. Okay, yeah, I like all of that stuff. What are we gonna do with this? Probably we will need more ammo. Not sure what this means. I guess we can hire people there, right? Thalers and ammunition? Thalers and ammunition it is. That's always useful, right? Thalers are always going to be useful. Yes, I would like more promotions. You can see we are gaining some anyway, so that's a lot. You see? Nothing that allows us to promote someone to something new. You guys are all out promoted anyway. Yeah, fine. Right, so you guys replenish. You guys replenish. Okay, you can't get all of the ammo. See, we didn't. Yeah, well, got some. Right. I think actually that I should also check, right? You've got the good horses. Stamina move speed. Sergeant moves. Yeah, that's better for you. Stamina move speed. Accuracy. Okay, you're gonna be sold off. And the rest I'll need to see whether that makes sense, but that I'm gonna do off screen. This certainly makes sense to exchange somewhere. And the quartered musket. Yeah, it's all gonna be nice. Right, you know what? Let's get to the city because I want to know what that is. Reserve is available. Yes, see, that's where we can replenish our men at the cheap. We're probably going to need to do that a couple of times because by now we have lost quite a number of men. Yeah, that seems fine. How close are we to the finale? 140, 36 days? What was up here? Okay, more infantry recruitable. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I'm thinking swing down here, potentially secure the battlefield. Still don't know whether we really want to do that, but I think it does make some sense to try to attack at least one of these units. Maybe the one with 16,000 men, although that probably means more artillery. How many have we at this moment? 14,000. It doesn't sound too bad, although these guys do have quite a bit of experience. But, I mean, so do we. We've been sort of holding back in that last fight. That being said, this video is taking way too long, so thank you very much for watching. See you next time when we do engage the big armies. Bye bye, guys.